Welcome to Epi Studios. Here we are with the Crochet Mystery Along with lesson 2. In the previous lesson, I show you how to wrap the ring, and we have completed the ring. Ring 1. You need 2 rings. Now we're doing exactly the same thing, and we're wrapping ring 2. So let's go ahead and finish our ring 2 so we can start the mesh. Okay, so again, let's recap of what we're doing. We're doing a crochet mystery along. In the first video, I show you what you needed. You need your cotton yarn. You need your 2 rings. I'm sorry, my yarn got stuck. You need your yarn, and you also need your crochet hook. I'm using 5mm crochet hook. And you're also going to need the fabric of your choice to complete this project. That's if you choose to do exactly the way I'm going to do it, but you don't have to. So let me go ahead and finish. Keep going all the way here. When you get here, you're going to slip it with a, okay, you're going to join it together, but make sure, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you this. You need to make sure that as you are progressing, that you are making it tight and sliding it down so none of the wood shows. You see this here? It shows a little bit, so I'm going to make sure that all my stitches are tight enough to cover the wood. That's the whole intention of doing this part. Okay? So continue your ring number 2 by doing this, and I will meet you at the end. And we are almost done with the most difficult part of the project. The rest of the project is very, very simple. So let's go ahead and meet you there. Okay, we have completed our last stitch, and we're just going to join with a slip stitch right here. And that's all you're going to do. And there you go. Your ring, so take a look at your ring, make sure that your braids are lining up, that they're not crooked. Okay, they should be right in the center of your ring. Okay, something happened to mine here, but I'm not going to worry about it. I can tighten it later on. This is not, and this is my tail, so I took my tail and I worked it through my stitches here, and I will cut this at the end. Okay, now we have both rings completed. The first ring, I left a long tail to join them together when we have to join, okay? So just make sure that you leave a good tail on the first one, okay? Okay, now we're going to start crocheting the mesh. I want my mesh to cover my ring from here more than half. So half of the ring would be about here. But I want the fabric that we're creating to be a little bit higher, like about here. So more than half. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to work my way all the way here on the first round. And on the first round, we're already going to start making increases. So let me show you how to do that, and you can continue on until you have covered the whole moon. So we're gonna be working like in a moon shape. Okay, so we're gonna go up with, you don't have to do this really tight, 3 stitches to go up. Then you're going to turn your work. Let me grab more yarn. And you're going to do 3 more to make the mesh part. So 3 to go up, 3 more, and you're going to, after 1, 2, at the third stitch, there's 1, this is 2, this is 3. You are going to insert your hook and you're going to make a mesh. You're going to do a single crochet there. Okay, that's all we're doing. This is going to be a very basic mesh, and you will see why when we're done. Okay, so there's our first loop because we're doing a basic mesh. So you're gonna go ahead and do 3 chains again, and 1, 2, 3. Is it enough space? I think it is. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do it on the 4th chain. Okay. If you can see it there. This first step is not gonna be easy if you left it too tight from when you were covering the rings, but it's not that bad. There's a mesh. This one will look bigger because you have the 3 crochets from before. Okay. Remember that the bigger you leave the mesh, the more chains you make here, the bigger the hole it will create. So I don't want mine to be to stretch so much because the hole is too big. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to keep working this way all the way to the other side. So single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. See that? Okay. Because we're working on the back of the loop. See? Okay. So we're going to continue to do this all the way to the end. 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4. On the 4 chain, you're going to insert your hook and you're gonna do a single crochet. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that all the way till we get to about here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And I will see you when I'm done with mine. Okay, we are back. We are almost at the same level. See if I can make this go up a little bit more. Okay, so I have 1 more to do and we will be exactly where we need to be. So let's do 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you are going to finish your stitch right there. Okay, you have completed, yay, the hardest part of this round. Look how beautiful it looks. Looks very pretty. Okay, now all you're going to do is you're going to do chain 1, and you're going to turn, and you're going to chain 2 more. 1 and 2. And you're going to put your hook in the center of the row before. And that's just at the beginning of your round, your row there. And you're gonna end up with this. This will have, the next row will come and attach to this side. So all you're doing is a simple mesh composed of chain 3, and then you find the center of your stitch in the next mesh stitch, and wow, they came out really weird. And then you're going to single crochet there, and then again 3 single crochet, find the center, which is right there, and you're going to single crochet. And that's all that you have to do. Continue to do this until you get to the other side, and we will grow this mesh probably for about 2 feet long, like 24. We will see it at 20 inches long. If the size of the mesh is good, then we will complete it there. If I want it a little bit longer, then we will crochet for another couple of inches, depending. I don't want this to be too small nor too big, because remember that it will grow a little bit also. Okay, so depending on the material that you're using, this is cotton with a nice shimmer. I don't know if you can see, but it has a very nice golden shimmer to it, which is very pretty. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm sorry I have background noise. Maybe I should do this again. I think I'm going to leave it for now, but I'm going to try to get it off the video if possible. Okay. So let's meet you all the way here. So remember that my videos are free and that I don't do AI much right now, but I like you to see everything done as much as possible. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, we have completed row number 2. So look at this beauty. I'm excited to see the finished product. Very excited. Okay, we have the last mesh that we have to do. 3, you're gonna insert it in the center, and now we have to do exactly what we did here at the beginning. So you're going to do 2, and then you're going to do on the 3rd chain from the previous, you're going to insert that and do a single crochet. And there you go. Of course, let me finish it. Ta-da! Look how beautiful your mesh is looking. Let's see it up close. Hello, thank you for watching Epi Studios. Welcome to today's Mystery Crochet tutorial. And in the last episode, I introduced you to this Mystery Crochet Along. I also show you how to start and how to work the whole ring. And what you see here is how far we got along in the previous video. So now we're continuing with this tutorial, and I wanted to show you that here we have crochet about 5 rounds, and you can tell right here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have completed the 5th round. We are about to finish the 5th round, and oh my gosh, I kid you not, I lost my hook. Where is my hook? This is not good. Give me a minute. Okay, I had to go and look for another crochet hook, but what I was thinking that I had it here. Guess what? Mr. Teddy had stolen my crochet hook. Oh. Okay, let's continue. So I was showing you that we are done with this round, and this is how you should finish your round going forward. We were doing this straight edge at the beginning of our project, if you can see here. So that's the width of the item that we're making. So now, from now on, you're going to finish your rounds by attaching straight into your last row from before and doing a slip stitch. Okay? And that's just going to give you the arch. You see the arch right here? Okay, and what we're going to do, when you do that, then you're going to have to turn your work, and you're going to have to slide to the 3rd chain. So it's just 2 chains up. So we can start the next row. And why do we do this? Because we don't want to keep increasing in a square shape on this side. So we're going to do 3 chains to continue our mesh pattern. 1, 2, 3. And on the 3rd chain, basically it's the middle chain from the mesh below, you are going to insert your hook. See if I can show it to you this way better. You see this 1, 2, 3 chains? Well, the one right there in the middle, I'm gonna make my work this way so it can be easy for me. You see that? This chain in the middle, I insert my hook and I continue. 1, 2, 3. Right in the center, and I continue. Okay, let's go ahead and continue working that way all the way around until you get here, and I will meet you here. Okay, I am here ready to do my last 3 chains, and I'm going to go into the 3rd chain from the mesh below, and I'm going to do single crochet. Going to turn my work, and I'm going to slide 2 chains up to start my next row. See? Okay, you're gonna chain 3, insert in the 3rd row from the mesh below, okay, this is a very simple project, but it's going to look super, super beautiful. So stay with me, watch the whole video so you can complete the details that completes this project, okay? So remember, in the details is where the beauty is. Excuse me that my yarn has tangled a little bit. Here we go. So I'm continue to do this. Will be my, let's see, let's count the rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're on the 7th row. That's what we're doing right now. We're in the 7th row. Like I said before, we're going to check the size of our piece right here when we complete about 18 to 20 rows, and we will decide if we will stop there or if we will continue. So keep going this way. I will meet you when I have about 10 rows so I can show you how mine is looking. If you see, this project is composed of very simple stitches, perfect for a beginner, is very beginner friendly, and even if you have never done an accessory like this one ever before, this is a project that you can be very successful at completing it. So don't be afraid, you can do it. And if you make a little mistake, not a problem. We undo it and we start again. Don't be afraid of frogging things. Okay, we're at the end. And you're going to complete this last mesh into here. So there we go. We're going to do a slip stitch. We're going to turn our work. We're going to slide 2 stitches up into that little mesh that you just finished to start your next row. There we go. So we're going to start again. 1, 2, 3. Insert in the middle chain, so it's the third chain on your mesh right there. So go ahead and complete until you get to let's do about 10-12 rounds, and then let's see the size. I will see you at the end of my 12 rows. Okay, friends, look, we have completed the goal for this tutorial, which was to complete this ring. And this is 19 rounds with this last one. That's how many rounds I ended up with, and I like the size. You can keep going. So if you see all the way from the top to here, our beautiful mesh looks gorgeous. Look how beautiful it is. It's very nice and shiny. It's beautiful. So this is what we have promised for today's tutorial. We have finished our first mesh. Now all you have to do is do exactly the same thing that we did here on your second one. So let me show it to you. Trying to fix my camera here. So for next tutorial, we are going to have both of our rings finished. I'm sorry about so much movement. Here is our ring, our second ring. So you will